You cannot put this monstrosity here. This is a clear violation of the covenants. Move this barrier immediately or we will sue.
Listen, you ever come home after a long day, just trying to chill, maybe grab a cold drink, kick your feet up, and then boom, your own land don't even look like your land anymore? Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. So picture this. It's a regular Tuesday evening, right? I pull into my street, nothing unusual, kids playing, dogs barking, same old suburban vibe. But as I turn into my driveway, I slow down, 'cause something feels off. There's cars parked. Not one, not two, but like 5 random cars sitting on my property. At first, I'm like, nah, ain't no way. Maybe I'm tripping. I park, step out, look again. Nope, that's my land. And these people, I don't know them, never seen their cars before. No warning, no notice, nothing. So I walk up to one of the cars, kind of confused, kind of annoyed, and I'm like, yo, what's going on here? And this dude, complete stranger, rolls down his window like he owns the place and goes, oh yeah, HOA said we can park here now. Pause. I literally stood there for a second like, did he just say that? HOA? They said you can park on my land? Man, I laughed, like a real disbelief kind of laugh. I'm like, bruh, this ain't some public parking lot. This is private property. And he just shrugs like, hey, take it up with them. Oh, so that's how we plan now. All right. So I walk straight inside, don't even take my shoes off, grab my phone, and call the HOA office. Now, if you've ever dealt with an HOA before, you already know. This ain't about to be quick. Phone rings and rings and rings. Finally, this lady picks up, sounding like I just interrupted the most important moment of her life. HOA office, how can I help you? I'm like, yeah, you can start by explaining why there are random cars parked on my property. Silence. Then she goes, real casual, oh yes, we've temporarily approved overflow parking for residents. I'm like, overflow parking on my land? She goes, yes, it was voted on in the last meeting. Now hold up. Nobody told me about no meeting. Nobody sent me no email, no letter, no knock on the door, nothing. So I ask her straight up, when exactly did I agree to give up my property? And she hits me with, well, it's part of the community agreement. Community agreement? Man, I almost lost it right there. I said, listen, community agreement don't mean you get to turn my yard into Walmart parking. She didn't like that. You could hear it in her tone. She goes, sir, if you have an issue, you can attend the next meeting. Next meeting? Nah, we not doing that. By the time the next meeting rolls around, my whole yard gonna look like a used car dealership. So I hang up, walk back outside, and now I'm really looking at the situation. Cars coming in, cars leaving, people walking across my grass like it's a shortcut. One lady even had the nerve to wave at me like we cool. I'm standing there like, is this real life? That's when it hit me. They really thought I wasn't gonna do anything about it. They thought I was just gonna accept it. Nah, not me. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I started documenting everything. Pulled out my phone, recording plates, recording faces, recording the whole situation. Because if this turns into something bigger, and trust me, I knew it would, I needed proof. And right when I'm recording, guess who pulls up? HOA Karen herself. You know the type. Sunglasses too big, attitude even bigger, stepping out the car like she runs the entire neighborhood. She walks straight up to me and goes, is there a problem? Oh, here we go. I said, yeah, the problem is people parking on my land. She crosses her arms and goes, it's temporary. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Man, that phrase right there, that's what pushed me over the edge. I said, no, you'll be fine because this ain't happening. She smirks like she thinks I'm bluffing. Big mistake. She goes, we have authority to manage shared spaces. I step closer and say real calm, this ain't shared. That energy shifted real quick. For a second, she didn't know what to say. But then she hits me with, if you interfere, you could be fined. Fined? For protecting my own property? Yeah, nah, now it's personal. And right there, in that exact moment, I made a decision. If they want to treat my land like a parking lot, I'm about to remind them exactly whose land it is. But before I tell you what I did next, let me say this real quick. If you've ever dealt with crazy neighbors or HOA drama, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, because trust me, this story only gets crazier from here. I'm talking unexpected moves, legal threats, and a move so bold they never saw it coming. Now back to the story. So that night, I couldn't even relax. I'm sitting there looking out the window, watching headlights come and go like I'm living next to a shopping mall. And the more I watched, the more it got under my skin. So I grabbed my laptop, started digging. Property records, HOA bylaws, city regulations, everything. And what I found? Oh, it changed everything. Turns out the HOA didn't actually own my land. Not even partially, not even a little bit. They had zero legal right to use it for parking, which means everything they were doing was straight up illegal. And now I had the upper hand. I leaned back in my chair and just smiled because they thought they were playing chess, but they didn't realize I was about to flip the whole board. Next morning, I woke up early, didn't say a word to nobody, didn't call, didn't argue, didn't complain. I just went out there, looked at my land one more time, and said to myself, all right, we fixing this today. And what I did next? Let's just say by the end of that day, nobody parked there again. Not a single car. So next morning, I didn't argue, I didn't complain, and I definitely didn't wait for no HOA meeting. Nah, I took action. I woke up early, like real early. Sun barely up, neighborhood still quiet, and I stepped outside, looked at my land, and just said, yeah, we fixing this today. Now remember, I did my research the night before. I knew exactly where I stood legally, which means anything I was about to do was 100% within my rights. So I made a call, not to the HOA, not to the neighbors. I called a contractor, and not just any contractor. I told him I need something solid, something nobody can ignore. Dude pulled up a couple hours later, big truck, tools, everything. He looks at the situation, sees the tire marks, the cars coming in and out, and he just laughs. He goes, man, they really turned your place into a parking lot. I said, not for long. So we got to work. And when I say work, I mean we moved fast. We're talking heavy-duty posts, steel barrier, concrete set deep into the ground. This wasn't no little fence you can hop over. Nah, this was a statement. Every time a car tried to pull in, they had to stop, turn around, and leave. And the looks on their faces? Priceless. Confusion, frustration. Some people even got out their cars like they were going to argue. But once they saw that barrier, yeah, they knew it was over. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because about halfway through the installation, guess who pulls up again? Yep, HOA Karen herself. This time, no sunglasses, no calm attitude. She pulled up hot, jumps out the car and goes, what do you think you're doing? I didn't even look up at first, just kept watching the contractor work. Real calm, real quiet. Then I turned and say, fixing a problem. Oh, she didn't like that, not one bit. She starts going off. You can't just block community access. Community access? Man, she goes again. I said, you mean my property? She tries to cut me off. This was approved. I raised my hand and stopped it right there. Show me. Silence. I said, show me one document that says you own this land or you have permission to use it. Nothing. She had nothing, and she knew it. That confidence she had yesterday? Gone. Now she's just standing there, angry but stuck. So she switches tactics. You're violating HOA regulations. I laughed. Actually, no, you are. And then I pulled out my phone, opened up the property records, zoomed in, and if you want, we can take this to court. I got everything documented. Oh, that hit different. You could see it on her face. That moment when someone realizes, yeah, they messed with the wrong person. But she still wasn't done. She goes, if you don't remove this immediately, we'll find you. There it is again. Fines, threats, same old playbook. So I stepped closer, looked her dead in the eye, and said, "Go ahead." Man, you should have seen her face, because she wasn't expecting that. Most people fold when HOA starts talking fines, but me, I wanted them to try. Now at this point, neighbors are watching, people standing outside, whispering, recording, because this whole situation, it turned into a show. And right when things couldn't get any more intense, a police car pulls up. Now I ain't gonna lie, for a split second, even I was like, all right, let's see how this plays out. 2 officers step out, calm, professional, walk over. One of them goes, "All right, what's going on here?" HOA Karen jumps in quick. He's illegally blocking access to community parking. Community parking? Man, she really committed to that story. Officer looks at me. "Is this your property?" I said, "Yes, sir, and I got the documents right here." Handed it over. He looks through it, nods, then looks at her.